Alright, everything should be starting up here. Let me just get all my windows moved. So I can see chat. But welcome back, Shadow. How's it going? And INV, welcome back. How's it been? But yeah, so tonight could be the finale for Yotei. I didn't actually plan to start Skyrim tonight, but I don't know how long we have left on this game. So I guess it's a possibility. I might have to launch Skyrim for a bit, though, and test it out to make sure everything is still good to go on that game. Last time I played it, which was a little over a month ago, it was fine. So, it should be good. But I did the same thing with Morrowind, and then the day I streamed it, it was having issues. But this is a different topic. But, we're back on Yotei. And like I was saying, tonight could possibly be the finale for the game. We don't have that much left to do main quest-wise, I think. And pretty much everything is done in the free roam, except for two things that we forgot to do. So we are missing one side tail. Because I said I would check to see if we're missing anything, and the one side tail we're missing is actually on this bridge. And then I have to pick up another vanity gear back at the storyteller's house. He actually has an unmarked vanity gear once you finish all of the mythic tales. So if you go back to his house, you can unlock that. So those are two loose ends we have to clean up. We have one more miscellaneous trophy, which is knocking down people on Ryu's Howl. Which I think we only needed two more, but when I was looking for chapters or secret tales or anything like that around the map, I did it one more time, so I should only have to do it once to get the trophy, and then all the other trophies should unlock once we beat the game. So that's kind of the plan. Depending on what time it is, like I said, we might start Skyrim tonight. Possibly. We'll have to see what happens. But, yeah, let's just start with this, last tale that we missed. I didn't know we could talk to this guy. But Shadow, I saw that you're above 900 subs now, so that's pretty awesome. Alright. These usually aren't super long. We actually could probably finish. We might finish this game a lot sooner than I'm thinking. Who really knows, though?
Atsu. 30郎だ。ひとまずあんたは眠っていてくれ。
Oh, he's gone. It's weird that we didn't have to set up the campfire.
侍どもが来ないか見張ってろ。斎藤の手下には見えない。
橋を焼くため浪人を雇ったな。
Nothing to loot. Yeah, no, I've been really enjoying it. Alright, now in order for me to do this... Well, I guess we can wait for a different fight. Yeah, here we go. I need to get I need to get hit twice. Alright, there we go. Because I need to use the howl. There's our trophy. If I use Ghost Stance, it actually doesn't count. He's surrendering.
動けば切る。ようやくお出ましか、三十郎。
人が死ぬはずじゃなかった。すまね
橋を焼かせたのはてめえだな。
え。村中の望みだ。橋なんてな、蝦夷地に文明を持ち込む道になるだけだ。そんで本土の奴らに土くれ同然に扱われる。立ち去れ。お前のことだって待つ前は気にもかけねえさ。
I mean, the whole point is to rebuild this bridge.
故郷を守りたい心はわかる。だが侍に知られたらただでは済まないだろうな。逃げろ。
蝦夷地はこのままでいいんだ。
Yeah, I saw you're above 9. Last time I saw it, I think it was like 907 though.
橋は無事であったが、川は
So
向こ
probably
うだら
went
け
up
で
since
三十
then.
郎にも逃げられてしまったか。
幾人かの族は生か
Hey,
して
what's
ある。
going on, Eric?
望み通りだ。
Welcome back.
とはいえお主のせいで下手人の道理を聞けなんだが。
侍を相手に本心を語る野郎がいると思うなよ。
承知している。まあようやっと橋を仕上げることはできるな。
Alright, there's the tale that we missed. I double-checked all the other ones, and that should be the only one we didn't have. You're at 961 now, nice. You are pretty close then. But, I mean, how much watch hours do you still need, though? You don't mind me asking. But yeah, alright, that was our last side tale. We basically just moved forward with the main story now. But Eric, there is the possibility we start Skyrim tonight. I don't know how much longer we truly have on this game. Actually, there's one thing I still have to do really quick. We can grab this now. Seems to have left. Alright, there we go. Thinking of live streaming? Yeah, streams can be good for watch time. But it's time. It's basically just going to be a lot of main story stuff from here on out. And then we'll have to see what we have left post-game, I guess.
アツ、待っていた。噂になってるぞ、お前が。いや、怨霊が雲の手下を皆殺しにしたと。
竜と斎藤の耳にも司祭が届けばいいさ。
そんなことよりお前を案じてるんだ。
Hey, welcome back, Trenton. How's it going?
妖帝六人衆に関われば関わるほど、お前は人が変わっていく。
怨霊の行く末くらい見えるだろ。
胃腸炎上を見せ物にしやがったんだぞ。ユキならわかるだろ。手を貸すんじゃねえのか。
貸すよ。だけどね。
アツ、お前の進む道が正しいのか疑ってしまう。
正しいとも。それより雲は
今は牢屋にいる。会いに行ってもいいが、一人では行かせない。
てめえも来い。
No problem, Eric. I don't know when we're gonna be on it. Kind of depends how long the rest of the story takes, because that's all we really have left to do on here. Which could go faster
あ
than
とは
I'm
竜を誘い
expecting,
出すだけだ。
民の前で
or it
首を
could
はねる
take
こ
a
とになっ
decent
た。
amount of time.
竜は命に変えても助けに来るだろ。
それからが竜と戦う手はずだ。
うまくいけば兄弟二人を撃てるわけか。雲の野郎にも知らせてやる。
あまり雲を侮るんじゃないよ。隙を見せてつけ込まれたら元も子もない。
Yeah, we're gonna be. This is like late game story stuff, so if you don't want spoilers, you probably shouldn't watch.
引く、何をしている。離れろ。
てめえの親父に聞いたらどうだ。これまで大勢の野郎どもぶっ殺してきたはずだぜ。
Got training events back
行け。
last weekend and this coming weekend.
いやい、どうして幾年も経ったのに未だに俺が怖えか。今は侍の北森だったな。違うか。娘の方はあの怨霊と来た。クソガキどもが立派になったもんだ。
Yeah, hopefully. I guess it might depend when you're live streaming. I guess if you stream Fortnite, some of them.
飲みすぎて忘れたとは言わせねえぞ。
気は晴れたか。手下を切り回って。
ちょうどまた一人切りたいところだ。
切れば長売れるぜ。
てめえは単なる餌だぞ。竜をおびき出すためのな。
そうやすやすと斎藤家を打ち負かせると思うか。
たやすくて困るぜ。
必ず来る。その時は鬼が出るか仏が出るか。どいつも死ぬかもな。ガキだって容赦なしだ。
その前にお前の首が地面に転がっている。アツ、出るぞ。
Yeah, it's funny because I said the same thing earlier on when we were playing in part 1. I was like, is Jubei even like? Well, I didn't say Jubei specifically because I forgot his name, but I said, is her brother even dead? So I wasn't sure because we never seen him die. But yeah, I had the same
何を
thought.
考えてる。
十兵衛、田村家に入れたのは菊の手引きのおかげだ。
連れて行ったのか。
それにはいろいろ事情があってな。
後でじ
I
っくり
didn't
聞か
take
せて
her.
くれ。
Maybe she just
いつまで
followed.
箱入りにするつもりだ。この世には雲のような男がたくさんいるんだぞ。
おきく、物好きなのはいいけれど、用心しなきゃいけないよ。
音を許して。
お前を戦から遠ざけたかったが、いずれにしても備えをしてやらなければな。
稽古つけてくれるの？
まあそろそろいいだろう。城の外でも生きられる術を教えてやる。手伝ってくれるか。
当然だ。
奥の手ならいくつか知ってるよ。
だろうな。山のふもとで落ち合おう。登山するぞ。
Alright. Am I just meeting them there? Why are they taking such a weird way? Alright, we are just meeting them there. I was gonna say, it doesn't really look like I'm meant to follow them. Well, I guess we can just fast travel.
また来たね。ゆっくりしていったら、
I
新
thought
しい
she's
染め
gonna...
物を
Oh,
試
she
し
has a
て
new
る。
hat.
見ていくかい？ほれ、仕上がったよ。
I wonder when she
気をつけな。
stocked that.
行くぞ。
So we cleared out all the dye merchant store items last time we streamed. She did not have that hat.
アグリが盗まれるかも。
盗人が
姉様。
聞く。しばし待ってろ。
キクの様子は？
悪くない。だが雲のせいで心が乱れている。お前が雲の手勢を切った後、キクと言葉を交わしたらしいな。
あんな姿は見せたくなかったが。
キクも怒りを秘めている。お前と同じだ。うまく隠しているが。
シュウベイ。
あの子を守り抜けるか。いつか失いそうだ。
てめえとユキに会うまで俺の味方はずっと馬一人だけだった。
馬は人ではないぞ。
だがお母たちやあの夜のことは味方にしか明かせないだろう。てめえもキクに話してみろ。
お前がいてくれてよかった。キクを連れて遠出しよう。斎藤が手を出さんよう手勢に命じた山寺があるんだ。楽しい登山になるぞ。
寺で夕飯を食おう。キクにも手伝わせたい。
だがその前にしばし黙人になるつもりはないか。キクが何かを叩きたいようでな。
組手でいいならいつでも手を貸してやる。
Well, yeah, that's one of the things with YouTube is YouTube loves consistency of specific things. So your stuff is probably showing up to a lot of people who watch shorts content specifically around Fortnite.
ねえ、握り方合ってる？
So a lot of people might not even see the fact that you upload Spider-Man stuff sometimes or other videos. Because YouTube just won't even promote those. Or those won't even show up in the algorithm because it's not your normal content. And I'm kind of just bullying her.
More もっと稽古しないと。
よくやった。恥じるな。
自慢の娘だ。次はユキに頼んで稽古をつけてもらえ。日暮れまでには寺に着きたい。行くぞ。キク、先に行っていろ。良いおばになったな。
刀を置いてこうなせとか言うつもりじゃねえだろうな。
母になれとは言っていない。
キクの母親はどうした？
ああ、キクが生まれて間もなく病になってな。そのまま死んだ。
気の毒なことだ。
まあ、なんとかやっている。キクには優しいおばができたしな。
I was wondering what happened. I guess for this mission, it doesn't really make sense to wear the mask. Normally it wouldn't show up in cutscenes, but I did turn that option on for moments that are more combat related. Hey, what's going on, Critzo? Welcome back. Probably actually going to be finishing this game tonight. Perhaps sooner rather than later. I don't really know.
姉様と稽古した。
なのにあんた傷一つないのかい？
明日にはあざまみれになってるぞ。
斎藤たちの動きは？
今は静かそのものだ。おいで大きく、いいものを見せてあげる。一 一つのところに住み続けて何もわからぬまま一生を終える人もいる。見る世界が狭いからだね。
どうして狭いの？
私とアツが教える。おきく、これからアツが場所を示すから頭に浮かんだことを言ってごらん。
松前城は？
私の家。ここからだと小さく見える。
小さく見えてもあそこに行くとあんたより大きな城がそびえてる。
Yeah, you'd have to try live streaming out for a bit and see how it goes.
大磯村。
あそこは危険だって音が。
どうしてだと思う？
人は恐れたりやけになると普通じゃなくなるから。
かがり火台だ。
竜をやっつけてかがり火台を取り返した。
逃げられたんだ。
どちらも間違いじゃない。見方によって物事は変わる。大きくな世界は広がったね。今の道しるべを使って地図を書いたらどうだい？
お店で買ったらいいんじゃない？
自分で書けば行き先を覚えられる。まあ見てろ。
書き方どうやって学んだの？
An extra one.
散々道に迷ってた。
You're gonna meet Zach Wild this Saturday. I don't know if I'm familiar with the name. Or I might be familiar with it, but I just don't remember.
敬語とになるとアツの指使いに見とれる。
ユキ大げさだぞ。
Oh, he played for Ozzy, okay. Well, that's cool. He's got a map now.
ほら、
もらっていいの？
道しるべを見つけるたび、これからはあんたがその地図に書き込んでいくといい。
そろそろ行こうか。夕飯はどうするかな。寺の食料にも限りがあるはずだ。
ではキノコでも探せばいい。そこらに生えてる。
食料探しを覚えて損はないよ。こうした厳しい時代では。
Another. This has me a
湿
little
ったところを
nervous.
探せ。斑点のあるキノコは取るんじゃねえぞ。な、ジュウベイ。
Another
あの
search
話
for
は聞くに聞かせ
mushrooms.
たくない。
どんな話？
昔、斑点のキノコには呪力があるとジュウベイが言ってな。
そうなの？
嘘だ。
それで音は食べたの？
ああ、おかげで幾日も閉じこもる羽目になった。かわやぎ。
おい、いいのか？俺だって覚えてるぞ。
Eat some
アツ
bad
は
mushrooms.
生焼けのウサギ肉をむさぼってあちこちに吐き散らかした。
二人揃って可愛いこと。
音。
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of shorts.
待て、あいつは襲わねえ。
狼を最後に見た日は
あの日も俺たちを襲わなかった。信じてくれ。こっちが何もしなければいいだけだ。
お前がそういうのなら。
あの子ついてきてほしいみたい。
行ってみよう。
Is history repeating itself right now?
ああ、だがアツから離れるな。
襲われないと分かってたの？
あいつとはずっと一緒に旅をしてきた。
狼も飼いならせるんだね。
飼ってるわけじゃないぞ。
でも手を出さないとさっき言ってた。
俺があいつのことを尊んでるからだ。
尊ばれてるかどうかなんて獣に分かるの？
幾度も噛まれりゃおのずとわかる。
でも噛まれたら死ぬよ。
小さい獣で試してみろ。
例えば犬とか狐とか。
Damn it, I looked at one thing of copper and I lost the wolf already. Oh, there
あ
he
の子
is.
の仲間
Or
がいる。
she, I
出
guess.
られないんだ。
助けてやろう。これを壊す。引け。
これ重い。 怪我もないみたいだ。
よくやったな。てめえはどうだ、大丈夫か？
怪我してないよ。
田村家での一件のことだ。雲やその手下を見ただろ
わからない。あの時の姉様、
But
人
yeah,
が
that
違
is pretty
った
cool,
みたいだっ
so
た。
like I said, hopefully you have fun.
いつもの姉様じゃない、噂の怨霊だった。
キクに見せるつもりはなかった。てめえの前ではいつもの俺でいる。
私がいない時は怨霊になるの？
わからね
I mean, the game's called Ghost of Yotei.
え。さてと、日が暮れそうだ。十兵衛たちが待ってるぞ。
Actually, can we squeeze in here? No. Just the wolf was trapped.
蝦夷地を旅するのはいつもこんなに楽しいの？
いや、大抵は一人だ。
みんなといればいい。
そうしたいな。気をつけろ。滑るんじゃねえぞ。
雨に濡れた塀に比べたら何でもない。
ああ、戻ってきた。
オオカミを助けてあげた。
その子も恩義を感じてるだろうね。
暗くなってきた。急ごう。
Right.
寺は
Everything
この
seems
山
to
の
have
頂
went
だ。
well.
日暮れ前には着きたいな。
寺まで競争。
今日は本当にいい一日だ。
ようやく心が静まったな。雲のために竜は姿を見せると思うか？
卑劣なことばかりする男だけれど、雲への愛は本物。必ず来る。そんなことよりこの時を楽しみな。
Practicing both Ninja Gaiden and Doom.
山寺だ。着いたぞ。
綺麗なお寺。
ここの御坊は仲間だ。聞く。もしもの時は今日の道をたどってかくまってもらえ。
そうする。
これは境内の隅に焚き火をしつらえましたよ。
ありがたい。
Yeah, I came here before and I said, I wonder if this is going to be a specific place. And it is. It's the main story place.
お腹が空いた。
何か作ろう。
腹を壊すぞ。
てめえ。
So this is probably my job.
聞く。明日一緒に火打ち石を探そう。火を焚くのに便利な石のことだ。
私が一つ余分に持ってるよ。あんたにあげる。
おゆきさんありがとう。
これはかたじけない。
ちょいと圧。塩くらいないのかい？
Keep paying for your internet.
生の酒でないだけマシだぞ。
Let's do this
黙らねえと
again.
てめえのキノコを焦がす。
いつものことだ。
Guess I'm just cooking it this way. Can't actually move left or right, it won't let me. That's good enough.
聞く。飯はうまかったよな。正直に。
ああ、姉様にも増えてなことがあるんだね。
金輪際俺の飯は食わさぬ。
よかったな。
黙れこの野郎。
三味線を聞きたいな。
She didn't like
夕
her
飯の後、い
mushrooms.
つもお母が弾いてくれていた。
姉様、歌の作り方教えて。
俺の飯がまずいと抜かしたくせに。
お願い。
仕方がねえ。曲は俺が選ぶか
But
ら。
yeah, I know he's been on the platform for a super long time. Composing a new song. Actually, the game is.
自分を見る
Asthma. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those people with like huge communities, they've been here, they're pretty much been around since videos and streaming and stuff like that started.
ここからでもお城がぼんやりと見える。綺麗だね。
一杯飲めればさらに風流だろうな。
Yeah, I think I've seen that meme a few times.
そう言うと思って秘蔵の酒を持ってきた。
嫌だね。境内でお酒だなんて何と罰当たりなことか。
いや、境内と言っても端っこだ。それに初めての酒を飲ませてやりたい。今日の菊を祝して。
First sip of sake, she's gonna get hammered.
音が隠してる酒より美味しい。でもそのままってあるんだよ。動か
You
して
didn't
ない。
like that.
だが中身は軽いわけだな。
こっそり水を足してる。気づかなかった？
里い子じゃねえか。俺たちは埋めて隠
She
し
was
てたな。
already a belligerent drunk.
女ってのはね、大胆不敵でいいのさ。
女か。
もっと飲みたいな。
酒とはすすり飲むものだ。浴びるように飲んではな。
大きく肝に銘じておきな。そうすりゃいい夜になるし、いい朝にもなるんだから。
The one that drank the sake, Kiku. She's passed out drunk.
私ずっとみんなとここにいたい。
俺もだ。だがそろそろ戻らなくては。
地図を頼りに先導したらどうだい？いい練習になるよ。
俺はまた後で
Alright, Eric, no problem. See you again on Thursday. We'll definitely be on Skyrim that day. I think. There's the possibility we check out the Legacy Collection for Mortal Kombat for like an hour or two and then go on Skyrim. I don't know, though. Because I still don't know if I'm going to get a key for it, because I did get the Collector's Edition, which that doesn't come out. To be honest, it doesn't even have a release date, so even though the game comes out on October 30th, the Collector's Edition is like next year or something like that. But it's a digital code, so you'd think they'd just send me the code through email. But I won't know until October 30th. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Alright. Isn't she leading us back? Or am I, you know what? I think they're just meeting me at the castle. Yeah, that's what's happening. Hey, what's going on, Zafil? Welcome back, how's it going? I mean, a large majority of fighting games are 2D style. Even though like they later become 3D, they still are on like a 2D plane. Very few of them decided to go 3D. Virtua Fighter was like the first one that I think started that. And then a bunch of games just tried to copy it, like Tekken. And, well, Soul Calibur was technically almost the same people as Tekken. But the only real popular 3D fighter right now is Tekken. Dead or Alive kind of isn't around anymore. Same with Soul Calibur. Though Virtua Fighter's coming back. Yeah, I think a lot of game company, like a lot of fighting game makers do that because it's just easier to balance a game around it. And have like their movesets move in a specific way rather than like unaccounted for directions. Alright, okay, well the cartographer definitely doesn't have anything.
気になるもんあるかな。
He already told me he was leaving
弓矢なら
town,
うちに任せと
but
き。
he's still
こ
here.
れからもごひいきに。
Yeah, Smash Bros is also technically like a 2D fighter. It just has some verticality to it.
Yu と雲を一度にまとめて始末できれば大きな勝利と言えるであろうな。
さようです。
ようやくこの日が来たな。
明日定めていた通り雲を浜で仕置きする。兵には隠れ伏せてもらう。雲を救うべく竜が現れた時一斉に攻め込む。
うまくことが運ぶといいが。
今はこれ以外手立てがない。故郷を守るため戦って死ぬ方が飢えて死ぬよりずっといい。
ああ、
それにもし万事よどみなく進めば帯の名を2つ同時に消せるぞ。
幾度も切り合ってきた相手だ。夢の中での話だか。
明日が終われば枕を高くできるな。
いや、頭の斎藤がいる。
一歩ずつ進めばいい。今は少し眠っておけ。明朝牢屋の前で会おう。
The Reckoning, alright, this seems like it's going to be a pretty big mission.
Atsu.
やるぞ。
行くぞ、雲。
Let's put our mask back on.
二人がかりか？嬉しいね。
せいぜい楽しんでおけ。
無駄骨を折るなよ。兄貴は必ず助けに来る。そしててめえらは切られて死ぬ。
論じたいところだが、死にゆく者が相手では無駄骨だ。
おと、姉様。
聞く、帰りなさい。迎えに行くまで家で待て。
Yeah, maybe you should start doing Roblox stuff as well.
一緒においで。
喋るな。
Just get the 3 hitters, the Fortnite,
幾十とせ
Roblox,
血で血を洗う
and the
戦をしてるとよ。
あの夜のあれを戦とは言わねえ。ただの人殺しだ。
仕方がなかったんだって。てめえら二人をまとめて片付けねえと俺たちが親父になぶり殺されてた。
俺たちをなぶったくせに。
そりゃ親父の仕業だろ。
居直ったところで罪は消えねえぞ。
だが酒飲んだら忘れられる。
Yeah, he's definitely Saito's son. The big four. Yeah, Call of Duty's probably that fourth one. Although its popularity is waning just a little bit.
なるだけ手を尽くしたよ。雲の首が跳ねられることは蝦夷地中に知れ渡った。
With the Black Ops 7? Isn't that the newest one?
助かったとしても、集体を晒したミ
It's
サイ
still
トが
gonna
ど
be
んな
extremely
罰を与え
popular
るか
though.
楽しみだ。
てめえに親父の何がわかる？
そりゃわかるさ。私はキツネ。朝に晩にあんたの横に立ってたってのにみじんも気づかなかったね。
裏切り者が！
黙ってとっとと死にな。
He didn't know. That's right. She did say that they didn't know. I think Saito knew. But she tried to remain silent. I mean, Grand Theft Auto is definitely one of the heavy hitters as well. But obviously, that's like the occasion of Rockstar releasing a game. The consistent heavy hitters are always those other ones. What was Jubei up to right there? Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to get into Roblox.
そこもと、雲を縛れ。
Doesn't really seem like my type of
て
game.
めえのムクロ、どこに送ってほしい？
思いやりのある女だ。十勝ヶ峰の神社のふもとにうちの墓がある。
てめえの親父も兄貴もすぐに埋めてやるよ。
アツ、こっちへ。
Hopefully they care enough about the spider.
伏兵が持ち場についた。
あとは待つだけ。
きっとうまくいく。
I mean, I do understand the hype for it. GTA has always been like a genre-defining franchise and pushing boundaries in just gaming in general, but I'm not like a massive GTA fan. I just always enjoyed the games.
中央の船、何かがおかしい。 人がいないぞ。
何？
Looks empty. Uh-oh.
左の船はどうだ？見えるか？
見えた。おい、どういうことだ。斎藤だ、斎藤だぞ。
お助けを。
くそ、あれは何かの合図だ。
I don't know, everything seems like it's gonna work out.
城が攻められている。
あの船はおとりだった。
Probably will.
ここにいてはダメだ。
A bunch of people are gonna call it a work when that game comes out. Wait, they left the castle completely undefended?
てめえだ。もう遅いよ。
Why? Okay. This is like some Dark Knight Rises level police work.
城へ行くぞ。
Let's send every last cop in the sewer. Disappointed sigh.
女をやれ。アツ、キクが危ない。お前も来てくれ。
斎藤がいる。
キクは死んでしまう。頼む。今は忘れてくれ。
無理だ。
I'm sure she won't regret that. Okay, great. Jesus Christ. Every time I tap circle, I get shot.
そんなの俺の知ったことじゃねえ。
Trying to dodge, it just won't let me. Shit. Gotta dodge some bullets on this one. That's great. Dodge the yellow thing, gets shot in the ass. Can you actually use the disarm thing on that? Because I know it's highlighted yellow. Oh, he can kick them over as well. Jesus, okay. One down. Did you take that off to put it back on? Alright, she's going all in on her ghost persona right now. I'm gonna say I'm gonna hit this dude in the back. Ooh, I got 2 and 1 on that slash. Hey, what's going on, JBB? We just took out the dragon.
仲間が5人死んだ。このままではまずい。
And the Odachi just cuts these dudes down. Actually, we actually broke the shield right there. Oh, now she cares about Jubei? Damn, he shot that at point blank. weird. We have the skill where she auto blocks spirit attacks with dual katana, but every time I just get hit anyways unless I manually block. I don't really know what that skill does. Wait, do we actually have to climb the wall here? What are they doing? I think they're trying to get around because I'm not opening the gate. They made short work of that castle. I've got a bad feeling though.
なぜかような事態を許した。我らの勝利の日に。お前の兄であろう。
力を尽くしました。
そしてしくじった。何をやらせても成し遂げられんな。
兄貴の敵は俺が撃つ。本領を見つけて。
切り捨てられるのが関の山だ。お前には似合いの最後ではないか。行け。兄を弔ってやれ。それくらいはできるだろう。その後は酒に溺れて死ねばよい。
Good father. Well, she obviously didn't find them in all the wreckage.
Kegaはねえな。弟をユキさんが兵を食い止めて私に逃げろって。お父も一緒。姉様戻ろう。二人を助けたい。
城はすでに落ちた。
でもお父が。
聞く。落ち着け。十兵衛はてめえの無事を願ってる。今は逃げるぞ。すまねえ。
Escape Tsushima coast. We're just leaving this area.
少し休もう。
そのいとまはない。斎藤の手勢に見られたらまずいからな。
もう見られてもいい。後藤もおゆきさんもいなくなった。
二人とも生きてる。そう信じろ。
信じられない。
俺は諦めねえぞ。俺はまた雲を追う。十兵衛たちの居所を知ってるはずだ。
雲の居所はわからないでしょ。
俺の師匠なら助言してくれるだろう。蝦夷地一の賞金稼ぎだった。
お父の命をそんな奴が握るの？元賞金稼ぎでしょ。
望みがある以上すがりつくしかない。
Well, it didn't look like the spider had anything to do with Jubei at this point. It seemed like he just grabbed his brother and got out of there. Yeah, I can't believe they didn't have anybody defending the castle. They focused all of their soldiers on the fake execution.
俺と十兵衛が育ったにたたられると思ってここに人は来ない。安全だ。さあ
Now we're taking Kiku to the most obvious spot you could find her.
あれは誰かのお墓？
キクのじいさんとばあさんだ。どちらもとうに死んだ。
死んだ。おゆきさんたちもおとんも。
言うなキク。どちらも生きてる。ほら、ひとまず家に入れ。あそこで暮らした。
おとんはここに連れてきてくれなかった。
あいつは手に入れたからな。新たな暮らしと身内を。ここでみんなで雑魚寝してた。
なんだか狭いね。
だが満ち足りてた。話の続きはまた明日な。今は少し眠ろう。何も案ずることはない。聞く。いいな。
なんだ。
That's always good. Waking up to a scream.
何の声だ。お前のせいだ。聞く。許さない。許さない。何もかも斎藤のせいだ。
She's definitely a young Atsu.
おとを助けに行く。どうしてそばにいなかったの。
怒りに飲まれてた。てめえと同じだ。俺たちの親を殺したのは妖帝六人衆だ。十兵衛は撃たれて、俺は生きたまま焼かれた。あいつらを追ってるのはみんなの無念を晴らすため。
でも姉様は怨霊だよ。人の無念を生む方だ。
ああ、キク、全て俺のせいだ。十兵衛とユキはどこかで生きてるはずだ。雲を見つけて居所を吐かせる。約束だ。
I mean, at this point we can only hope. The cost of revenge. Okay, if that's the name of Act 3, I feel like something bad's already happened.
キクは安全だ。半兵衛、羊蹄山にいてくれ。
We have a gift altar thing. We also get the dragon sword kit, which actually looks pretty awesome. Especially, mainly the scabbard. The hilt's okay. So, can we actually... What does she even do when she's here? But we're officially in the final act.
キク、まだ雲を探してる途中だ。必ず十兵衛は見つかる。ユキもそうだ。だから案ずるな。
でもどうしても案ずる。
そうだな。飯は食ってるか。
うん、キノコに飽きたけど。
あと少しだけ辛抱しろ。約束だ。
She can eat some fish. Yeah, I don't have a good feeling. The name of the act suggests some bad things happen. Actually, where is the gift altar at this place?
引き換えたい品はあるか。
Didn't I travel to it? Oh, it's right outside. Another charm. When killing an enemy after a perfect parry or perfect dodge, the chance to terrify nearby enemies is increased by a minor amount. Also got a new mask. Oh, it's another... Is this another variant of her ghost mask? Yeah. Defeat enemies with perfect dodge or perfect parry to level it up. Of course, they give us that now. Suppose we can check to see if the one dude has anything new in stock.
いろいろ取り揃えているよ。新しい品を持ってきたよ、ハッケマ。それか、よし。
That looks insane. Comes with the hair, the beard, and the mustache. I'm curious what kind of cosmetics they're gonna have in the Legends mode. Because they had some kind of cool looking ones in Tsushima. Because I'm imagining they're gonna do the class-based system again for the online mode. And now that they have different weapon types, they might be able to flesh out that class-based system a little bit more.
ユキ、どこにいる？
我が身の身生きるはなぜ神よ見守れこの我が試練
Get some music. This song, it has like very similar vibes to the Last of Us theme. Just with vocals. No, we're in the final act, but I think we still have a couple of missions left.
Atsu, 死人のようだぞ。
半兵衛。
何があった？まずは休め。話はその後だ。
Unless this is the last mission, it's just a really long one.
松前城は落ちて、
Yeah, we'll probably definitely be
弟
starting
と仲間が
Skyrim
斎
tonight.
藤にさらわれたということか。
俺のせいだ。
誰しも過ちは犯す。
二人を見捨てた。
Possibly.
16年前、あの家に斎藤を招いたのも俺だ。キクの言う通り、俺が無念を生む。
お主やその身内が平穏無事に暮らすことを斎藤という男が許すと思うか。あやつは己を侮る者を許さん。それゆえにお主の父を殺め、わしの腕を切った。そして今も松前との戦を脇に置いてお主を追っている。復讐の心こそ斎藤の弱み。お主までその心にとらわれてはならん。
十兵衛とユキを見つけるとキクに約束した。
では見つけてこい。
Yeah, this game does have a really good soundtrack
そ
so
もそも
far.
雲の居所がわからね
あやつは近しいものを失ったばかり。お主は弟が死んだら何をしてやる？
え。十兵衛がその時は墓に埋めてやる。そういえば雲が言ってた。十勝ヶ峰に斎藤家の墓所があると。
そこに行ってみろ。蝦夷地一の賞金稼ぎだったわしの見立てだ。
手間をかけた。行ってくる。
忘れてはならんぞ。腰に巻いている帯は所詮ただの布と文字に過ぎん。お主の道は石に刻まれているわけではない。
Not really sure what he meant by that. He wants us to take them out still. Maybe for what comes
来てくれ
after?
るのか、ガク。雲を見つけに行くぞ。
But it sounds like we're going to Takachi Range again.
いろんなものを集めたんだ。見てってよ。ねえ、新しく仕入れた品見ていかない？
Reduce the kill. Wait, don't we already
それオイラが
have
見つけ
one
たん
of
だ。
these?
じゃあまたどっかで。
Yeah, they have two different charms that do the same thing. Oh, this is specifically for Ghost Stance, though. That's why. So it reduces one requirement on Ghost Stance. Which I don't think is really necessary. They don't. Well, the one is the Howl, which, because Ghost Dance is 2 notches and the Howl is 5. So wouldn't Ghost Dance just be 1 notch and then the Howl be 4 notches? If you had both of them?
Yeah.
勘兵衛の助言は正しいはずだ。斎藤家の墓所はこの辺りのはずだが。
See the shrine?
ムクロを運びながらでは登れない。墓は麓にあるはずだ。
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way. Oh, that's weird. Then why don't they just say the same thing? It seems weird that one's for Ghost Dance and one's for the Howl. They both cancel each other out. I have not played that. I've heard of it though. Well, the wind wants me to go into the rocks. There you go.
雲が現れるまでどこかに身を隠しておくか。斎藤文、誰のことだ？
Best emotional game you played.
浄土への道をどうか迷わず歩んでくれ、兄貴。
I mean, I don't even think this dude wants to live anymore.
その帯にある名をまた一つ消しに来たのか。
答えないならそうなるな。十兵衛とユキの二人どこへやった？
首を切り落としてその辺に転がしときゃ大層愉快だよな。そう親父に言ったが聞きやしね
生きてるんだな。二人はどこだ？
兄貴を殺したてめえの身内探しを手伝ってほしいってのか。
そっちの墓。それは誰のもんだ？
妹の文だ。てめえの親父が逃げやがった後に飢えて死んだ。歩き初めの年だったのによ。
気の毒に。その恨みから俺たちを襲ったのか。それでも人か。
この浮世に人の道なんぞねえ。あるのは苦難、それと空の酒瓶だけだ。
待て
Buddy.
そうか。
Yeah, I'll have to look into it, I guess. Like I said, I have seen it before. I just never ended up fully checking it
十兵衛
out.
とユキ、二人はどこだ？このまま逃げ切れると思うな。
Watch him retreat all the way to the top. Yeah, I think he knows she's lying. Yeah, the Battle Royale mode. I did see a post about that. Okay, she's not actually here. Atsu's just seeing things.
無念を生み続ける。
それしかできねえんだ。
Man, how the hell did you get up there so fast?
お母とお父の無念を晴らすためだ。
Random frog shrine. Yeah, I mean, I never really had an interest in Battle Royale. I guess for Battlefield it makes more sense because those games have always been like big, large-scale fights. Dude, you could have gotten an easy shot on us while we climbed. What's the plan for this? He's got all this stuff up here with him. I was thinking he's gonna hit me midair.
山頂が近い。これで袋の中のネズミだ。
圧、雲は目の前だ。ほら、手を出せ。
I was gonna say, is the spirit gonna be able to give me a boost? Here we go. Yeah, the chase sequence. A lot of games have moments like these.
もう逃げ道はねえぞ。
さっさと終わらせようぜ。
At duel time. I wonder if she actually will kill him or incapacitate him. Right when I tried to do something. He has a quick disarm. Oh, that's a crazy move. Of course. I don't even know why I went into disarm stance on that. I don't think I would have been able to, unless you can actually slice it out of the air. It's getting some new tricks. Also, I'm like hitting L1 at the last second. I'm surprised I'm not getting parries. If I wait any longer, I'm definitely getting hit. Oh, okay. Saw him reloading his gun, I thought he was open. Spider's actually pretty crazy.
き身内ができた。
あいつらは親父のところだ。連れてってやる。北へ向かう船場に来てくれ。
てめえの親を裏切るのか。
捨てられたからだ。
Well, looks like the spider ended up helping us after all. It's weird because when we first saw the cutscene between the father and his sons, I even said that the spider doesn't really seem too interested in his father's mission. Well, turns out he wasn't, especially after he got abandoned. Hey, what's going on, Isaac?
ジュベは生きてるぞ。もちろんユキも。
Welcome back. How's it going?
ああ、約束を交わしたんだ。雲と。俺が連れ戻す。斎藤の隠し砦にいるそうだ。
I think we're very close to finishing the game.
この命に変えても。
ごめんなさい。姉様に悪いことを言った。人の無念を生むって。
気に病むんじゃねえ。むしろ聞けてよかった。戻るまで待ってろ。
またみんなでご飯を食べよう。
楽しみだ。
Spider snare. There's his sword kit. So we have to meet the spider now in order for him to take us to his father. Looks like we have another gift available to us. I don't think we can talk to her at all. I suppose just for the hell of it, we can set up camp to craft some ammo and restore a spear in case we need it. So much stuff you can get that you don't? What do you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, does that always mean there's something new there? What's even new at the Dead Man's? Isn't that where this dude is? Yeah, the charm. Does he actually have another charm available? Oh, he's got a new mask now. Because, sometimes the dots are there for towns because it always tries to tell me that I can get coin from the, gambling tables.
来てくれると思ってた。 ちょっと待ってて。
This should actually give us our trophy.
渡したいものがあって。
なんだ。
おあつさんの正体みんな気づいてる。ランさんも銀次さんも。
まあすぐに察しはつきやしたけどね。
もう広まってるんだ。竜が殺されたって知らせ。これで妖帝6人衆のうち5人いなくなった。残るは斎藤だけ。
怨霊にはふさわしい面をつけてってもらいてえ。決戦のために。
人のために戦ってねえぞ。
それでもいい。ただご無事であってほしいだけでさ。斎藤の野郎を成敗してください。みんなのために。
Yeah, there we go. Gifts for the ghost. Alright, so that's the non-color version of it. I keep getting stuck on corners. But yeah, the reason why I wasn't going to the dye merchants is because isn't some of the dyes you unlock post-game? Like after you finish the story.
上等な品を選んだな。悪いカメイに気をつけて。
So I'm gonna have to visit all of them again anyways. This person has a new saddle. Yeah, I'm not worried about picking up all the dyes right now. Like, we can just do that when we finish the story. Which, I don't know, is this the final mission?
湖の向こうまで。
Also, I don't think I'm even... Am I even supposed to talk to that guy? No. Say I'm supposed to meet the spider. Here he is.
雲は来てるな。
急げ。俺の心が変わってもいいのか。
Final mission time. Okay, yeah, we get a point of no return thing.
今日疲れると疑ってた。
手下を使ってか。俺はもう一人だ。誰もいねえ。
雲の面を捨てたんだ。これからは他の何かになれるだろ
う。ほら、船に乗れ。砦まで連れてってやる。
砦のことだが。
てめえのお仲間のところに連れてってやるだけだ。それ以外のことは明かさねえからな。
これからどうする？
帰る。本土の家。親父のいない人生を知りてえんだ。兄貴もか。
一人の辛さは大阪で知った。
ひもじさがてめえを変えたか。
斎藤には知られてるのか。
じきに気づかれる。隠し砦は四方を山に囲まれてる。崖を登るしかねえ。
So yeah, we are finishing it a bit sooner than I anticipated. But I wasn't really sure exactly how long the remaining stuff would take.
O 主ら口が固いらしい。随分とな。どこにいる？貴様のあれはどこだ？
Yeah.
あんたなんかに教えるもんか。
Oh, they're both still alive.
ユキ、哀れな女よ。狐は 狼にはなれん。なぜそれほどの忠義を立てなかった？わしに。
雪に触れるな。
小わっぱが抜かすな。城が落ちて気力もすっかりそげたと思ったが、
立て直せばいい。
焼け落ちたのだぞ。貴様の家のイチョウの木のように。
あの木は死んでいない。新たな芽も出しているぞ。
おお、そうか。死ぬ間際には新たな芽吹きを思いながら己を慰めよ。さて狐の方は手厚くもてなしてやろう。
Final hunt. Hopefully she can make it there quick.
もうすぐだ。斎藤め、ずっと雲の上に隠れてたのか。
Alright. Saito's probably gonna be a pretty crazy fight, though. I'm not really sure we need to worry about finding flowers to pick up anymore.
First, 砦の物見から。十兵衛も雪も見当たらない。いるとすれば奥か。
5-hour mission, yeah.
木炭、硝石、硫黄。ただの砦じゃねえな。火薬をこしらえる細工どころだ。
Saito's also got like 10
斎藤はど
phases.
こに？今はいい。目当てはあいつじゃない。蹴取られたらひとたまりもない。
This guy's in a fun spot. Actually, pulling him in might be more beneficial. Keep him away from the ledge. I don't know if I can actually take that upper path. Oh, that's what that was for. Hopefully those guys can't see the bodies. Though I have a feeling they're gonna be able to. The dudes that are walking up there. Actually, maybe not. They will turn around, though. Yep. You could slightly see from the corner of his eye. They most likely probably just want me to sneak around these guys rather than killing them. Got these guys though. Oh, she actually can't stand on that. I'm always thinking I can climb things that I just can't climb. She can stand on it, but she automatically drops down. Hey, there we go. Fire arrow kills are done. Now, which path do they actually want me to take to go through here? It almost looks like they're pushing me towards just the center. So it looks like we can cut through under there. Auto climb down. Probably should just stick to these bushes. Here we go. Well, they were prisoners. Looks like Jubei is next in line. Probably just want to get moving.
その樽には気をつけろ。中身は火薬だぞ。何度言えばわかる。本領はきっと来る。
Will they let me through over here, though, is the question. I wonder if it wants me to just kill everybody out here. I have to get a higher vantage point. Oh. That's great. I shot his gun.
狐様を殺したな。武器に心力でも宿ってんのか。下がれ音量。下がるぞ。
Starting to have some really fast moves. Okay, maybe they did want me to kill all of them then, if we have to just open the gate. I guess we can look for resources. They're not super important to us anymore, but I guess they could always add things later. But chances are, I mean, next time I play this game, it'll probably be the PC version. I'd actually might check out the Legends mode, but they didn't let me transfer progress from Tsushima to the PC version, so I don't know. Yeah, I think they keep putting these slaughter dudes here for me to go right into ghost stance. They would have easily have shot Juve by now. Bit of a shoulder charge on that dude. Alright, we saved him. Oh, there's another guy. Where was he hiding?
竜との勝負を選ぶべきじゃなかった。
斎藤がいるぞ。敵討ちの好機ではないのか。
斎藤なんぞのことはもういい。
本心だと良いのだが。
本心だ。てめえとユキを助けるために来た。キクが家で待ってる。
He's fully given up on us.
連れ帰ると約束した。
お前を信じてやりたいが、斎藤のこととなると。あの夜に戻ってしまう。
抜け出すにはてめえがいなきゃダメなんだ。
ユキを手厚くもてなすと斎藤が言っていた。急がねば。こっちだ。この柵を抜ける。
Maybe you should sit this one out, man.
崖際に建物があるな。
ユキはあそこに捕まってんのか。
ああ、確かに見た。
遠いな。どうやって行けばいい。滝に沿って道がある。
他の道はないのか。
門があるが近寄れば気づかれる。
もう一つの道を行こ
う。Just walk in through the front door.
雲に聞いた。
その帯からまた一人消えたんだな。
逃がしてやった。
あの男に情けを。
六人衆を殺すことでみんなの無念が晴れると思ってたが、次の無念を生むだけだ。
お前がそんなことを言うとは。
今のは聞くの言葉。あいつは怒るとてめえのようだ。鋭い物言いで急所をつく。
あの子は無事なのか。
元気がない。早く顔を見せてやれ。向こう側に兵がいる。
切り合うしかない。
言い置くことは。
We got a standoff going.
こいつらの狙いはあの捕虜だ。
手早く済ませろ。ユキの元へ急ぎたい。
Is there a reason why they're pulsating? Oh, that's why. This dude's buffing them. You can handle that one. Oh, that actually got him.
どうした？
あやつら鬼の手下ほどぬるくなくてな。大事ない。ユキのことだけ思え。
Great, this is only...
ユキはお前を心底信じていた。どうしてあやつを許したかよく分かったよ。
何があろうと二度と置き捨てをしね
殺しだ。
十兵衛走れるか？
言ったろ、俺のことは案ずるな。大冷えだ。ここにもあるのか。
石狩城は手薄でよかった。
Did I even hit that? Actually, I guess we can bring it closer then. I don't know what the radius on this is. She threw that right into the crate. Kind of. It's hovered above it. I think we actually staggered all of the brutes with that charm now. I'm still in the middle of attack animation. I was mashing circle there. There's actually more left. Damn, that was a direct hit. I don't get it. Is this gate? Let's see if we can go around. I think there's this bridge here. I thought it would have kept me in it with those big dudes still around. Hey, what's going on, Alan? Welcome back. I don't have any direct plans for Halloween. That at their feet. They're fully willing to just blow themselves up.
待ち構えられてる。抜かんなよ。シャラクセ。
Jesus, that was a mistake. I was hoping I would stagger the one long enough. I thought that was Jube at first on the corner. Oh, you got that one. Where the hell did the fire just come from? Is that like a delayed reaction from my bullet?
この中だ。持ち上げるぞ。
Well, she's still alive.
斎藤家も落ちるところまで落ちたもんだね。あんたみたいな小男をよこすなんて。
That charm's level 3 now.
ないよ。あんたのおかげ。
俺のせいで捕まったんだ。ユキ、
やめな。謝ることなんて一つもない。
家へ帰ろ
う。斎藤と手勢の話が聞こえたんだ。息子の仇を討つためあんたを待ってるって。始まりの場所で。
俺たちの家で待ってるってことだ。
聞くわ。
出るぞ。急げ。
I literally said this right when Act 3 started. That we bring Kiku to probably the most obvious spot to find her. Saito's always one step ahead.
息を止めろ。二人ともいるか。
ああ、とにかく騎士。かばってられるか。菊の身に何かあれば。
菊のもとへ行く。3人で。
These guys with heavenly strike. Ow. There was no warning for that bullet. Yeah, this game does have a really good soundtrack.
Atsu, 急いで馬のところへ。
乗れ。
やれやれ。
It's at least more consistent than Shadow's soundtrack. That is a lot of guns.
Atsu, 樽を入りな。火薬だよ。あと少しだ。止まりな。
Jesus Christ.
振り切った。
このまま家へ。斎藤を菊の元へは行かせんぞ。
How did I get a webcam? I don't have a webcam. Oh, never mind. I thought I read it wrong. I did not get a webcam, no.
菊を待たせるなんて浅はかだった。
Damn, we got home actually. Obviously, it skips ahead. Is this tree gonna get burned down yet again? Yeah, are they coming home from a different direction from where the fortress is? Because we'd be coming home from the range. Yeah, were we coming home from the starting point where the snake was?
まだ始めたばかりだろ。似たような遊びをしたことがある。二人のせがれと。まだ幼く長生きすると思っていた頃にわしの子は先に死んでしまった。斎藤、
I don't think he really cared about his kids anyway.
娘はわしは怨霊に用が他は全て立ち去れ。この子を連れて
従ってくれ。菊のため。
行け。
No, Alan, you're just very confused. Really gonna let them go? Seems out of character.
弟たちを殺して気は晴れたのか。
あやつはわしに背いた。わしらのような獣は復讐の呼び水には抗えんのだ。
I
俺は生きがいを見つけたぜ。
No, here we go. Wait, what if we use... get 3 quick hits on me, I guess.
安らかな人生を歩めた者をどうして人斬りの道を歩む。
Dang, okay.
俺はせがれの仇だ。
砦のありかを教えたのは雲だぞ。手心のつもりか。刀を抜きやがれ。
Oh, there goes his spear. Uh-oh. Super Saiyan Phase 2? It has his own resolve. I never. Oh, okay. That instant drops him. It's supposed to happen.
キクはユキと一緒だ。ここは俺が食い止める。2人で新たな身内を守るぞ。
小猿が立派になったな。俺は侍だ。身内も娘もいる。
Was not expecting a 2v1.
互いを思いやる心。そんなもの弱みを生むだけだぞ。Atsu!
All right. Stabbed in the stomach. Is he actually dead? It feels so forced to just throw him into the fight range like that. long windups. Pinned him to the tree. Yeah, I can imagine that fight being really intense on lethal.
やれ狼の姫
Atsu.
Jubei, just get up like Atsu did in the beginning when she was stabbed in the stomach. It's the girl's father, which is Atsu's brother. He apparently does die. I don't really know how I feel about his death. It's like I said, they just throw him in there just to die right at the end. Yeah, the game does have really good detail. But Saito is now dead, so I guess there's that. 6-month time jump. Yeah, it's gonna kind of depend on how long their content cycle is. Because this won't come to PC until, like, everything's released for this game.
姉様、キノコを見つけたよ。
ああ、どこで？
Oh, we're just
姉様の言う
raising
通り丸太のそば。
Kiku.
ここには十兵衛とよく来てた。すまねえ、ついうっかり。
気にしないで、音のことは。
すまね
あそこ、食べきれないほどあるよ。
I wonder if they even have any DLC planned for this game. Other than the Legends mode?
うん、松前のこと、お城を建て直してるんだって。
斎藤が死んでゆとりができたんだろうな。
みんなまだ贈り物を備えてる。怨霊に向けて。
All the women get to live.
きっと残党をどうにかしてほしいんだね。
キクは戦ってほしいのか？
一人になるのは嫌だ。私、わがままかな。
そんなことね。てめえは十分に耐えてきた。
姉様に見せたいものがある。
雪が降りそうだぞ。
じゃあ急ごう。
こっそり来てたのはここだったか。
知ってたんだね。花の種を見つけて。芽が出るとは思ってなかったけど、植えてみたんだ。
咲いてる。
もうすぐ枯れちゃうね。
菊の花に似てるな。十兵衛が昔から好きだった花だ。下手くそな和歌を読むほどにな。
お役目から戻るたび、
yeah,
一輪
I'm
だ
from
け摘ん
Japan
で
and
き
I
てくれ
hate
た
the
んだ。
English language. You're spot on, Alan.
時折、目の端におとうの姿が見える気がする。
You can't tell I'm speaking Japanese right now?
誰もいないの。
風に耳を澄ますとあいつの声が聞こえ
る。なんて言ってる？
平穏だとさ。一輪墓に備えてやろう。
喜ぶね。
Sarcastic. I mean, the real reason why is because I just think it sounds better.
あれって、おゆきさん。
行ってこい。十兵衛のために引いてやる。後で追いつく。
I don't know when I'm getting a webcam. I haven't really thought about it much. Send it to me.
お菊は大した引き手になるぞ。てめえも嬉しいだろ。俺の狩りは終わった。
Full reactions. You'd be surprised how often I kind of just have a blank stare in my face. Well, there's the credits. There's our platinum trophy. We got all the trophies in the game. So we did beat it. 9:30. We beat it a lot sooner than I thought. I kind of figured it wouldn't take super long, but I wasn't really sure. There we go. It was really good. I did enjoy it. Her story is mostly like becoming a ghost, but then moving on from it because she finds something to live for. Whereas like the contrast between Jin's story is it's just him embracing the ghost and becoming the ghost and while staying the ghost. Kind of just being that symbol of fear throughout, well, however long he took up the mantle for until he left and became known as the first shinobi, I guess. So they're very different stories. I don't know if they actually have any future DLC planned for this game, because her story is technically over. Let me turn this down a little bit. Ghost of Tsushima. If you haven't played Tsushima, I'd highly recommend it. I like the gameplay in Yotei a little bit more than Tsushima because they just added a bunch of different weapon types. And you have like newer abilities that you can use, like being able to counter with the pistol at right timing and stuff like that. Feels really cool. But I do think I like the story of Tsushima a little bit more, like the way it plays out. The whole Jubei's death at the end, that feels so awkward. Like he kind of just like runs in specifically to die. Because he doesn't really do anything. They kind of just give Saito the ability to just instant one-shot you just for that moment. I don't know, it just felt really weird the way they did Jubei's death. Like, his death does feel needless. Because, if he didn't die, they would be the same end result. Saito would still probably, well, if they don't do the instant one-hit animation on you, Saito would still end up dying. Her hunt would be over. And she would still be, like, with her family, like, the reason she found to live. So Jubei's death just seems relatively pointless. Like, I still don't really, like, it just felt thrown in. I don't know why they did that. It doesn't really ruin the story, I guess, but it doesn't really serve that big of a purpose to me. Because it, like I said, I feel like the end result of to where she would end up with him alive and where she would end up with him dead was the same, if that makes any sense. Like, if you just take out the fact that she was about to die because of this instant one-shot they gave Saito, the end result would have been the same, regardless. Because she was still ending her hunt because she found a reason to live. She says it even before she fights Saito. She said she found something new to live for. So like I said, the whole Jubei death thing, I feel like that was a little poorly handled. But overall, still a great game. I would definitely recommend it. But yeah, her story is very different than Jin's story. Like, what their actual end goal is. So you do get a bit of a different experience with it. But like I said, gameplay is really good still. Story is still pretty solid. So I do highly recommend it. It'll definitely be coming to PC, obviously. Just a matter of when. Like I said, I don't know if they're gonna have a story expansion for this game. They would have to give her something new to fight for. So maybe like a defending something? I don't know. I know they're gonna do Legends again. I don't know how much they're gonna go in on Legends. Maybe that's their plan for this, is to just do like a lot of different Legends stuff. I'd be okay with that, but I'm not like super anticipated for the Legends mode. I don't know how many people are. Like, I don't doubt it'll be fun, but I don't think anybody's like super excited about it as of this point. You want to play Forbidden West, then Star Wars survival than Ghost of Tsushima. I've never played the... Well, I have played Horizon Zero Dawn for a little bit, like 2 hours, but I didn't continue it past that point. I do want to give that game another chance someday, but the other two are definitely really good. Yeah, this game's difficulty is definitely more amped up over Tsushima, which Zafil probably felt it even more because he played it on lethal difficulty. I feel like the common enemies, because the common enemies die in one hit along with you on lethal, at least that's how it worked in Tsushima, but the boss fights would definitely be way harder. So I could definitely see Saito being way more tough, because we actually got him on the first fight, but we're on medium. The hardest fight in the game to me, though, was still the Unrivaled. Like I said, we didn't have any, like, combat armor on. We were still just wearing the ghost armor. So we kind of nerfed ourselves a little bit with that fight. That one was intense. That dude was insane. Yeah, the Unrivaled fight. Yeah, I was seeing that, like, a lot of the strategy is that there's one armor set that if you parry an attack, you get 3 hits off of it. I know a lot of people said that that armor set's really good for that fight. But yeah, the boss fights are definitely where the difficulty comes into play, because they're way more amped up in this game over Tsushima. Like, heavily so. But I don't think that's a bad thing, because there are parts of Tsushima, especially in the late game, where it does start to feel like the game... Tsushima's not a hard game. Even from, like, when you don't have your skills and onward, at no point is the game really that difficult, I would say. Like, I don't remember ever really struggling with anything in Tsushima. Even, like, going into the Legends mode and playing it on the hardest difficulty, it's meant to be played with multiple people, but the harder difficulty levels can still be done solo. I feel like it'll be very different in, this game. When they add the Legends mode, I feel like it's actually going to have some pretty tough situations. The only things that are hard to do solo in Legends is the Horde survival mode, because it's, like, impossible to defend all 3 zones by yourself when it gets way later on. But, like, the story levels that they have, you can definitely do alone on the hardest difficulty. But yeah, difficulty was definitely amped up a bit. I'm curious to see what they do with the Legends mode with this game, because like I said, they can expand on the class system a lot more than they could in Tsushima. Because in Tsushima, they had different classes. They had, like, your stealth class, your warrior class, your support class, and then your ranged class. But besides their unique abilities, you were basically still fighting with a katana on each class. And, like, the one thing you really wanted to do was go for the moon katana or whatever it was called, because you would get all stances, and you'd basically just be using that katana with every class for the most part, unless you're going for, like, a very specific build. But in this one, I mean, they have all the different weapon types, so there will probably be classes dedicated to those weapon types that you can't mix and match, so it'll definitely be more interesting to see what they do with that. But yeah, I think we did everything. The reason why I haven't skipped the credits yet is because I'm actually, I'm seeing if like we're gonna be making the transition to Skyrim. So I'm on my computer right now, just getting some stuff ready for that, because we definitely finished the game sooner than I thought. Yeah, overall, very good game. I didn't really have any major problems with it. It tells a very straightforward story. It is kind of a predictable one. Like, if you're not really into spoilers, you don't have to really worry too much about it, because you kind of can tell where the story's gonna go. Like, it has very obvious and predictable things. It's kind of one of your, like, typical revenge stories. It's similar in Tsushima as well, obviously. The only difference, like I said, with guessing the endpoint is where Jin ends up and where Atsu ends up. Like, Jin literally just fully becomes the ghost, and that's just his persona there on out. Whereas Atsu kind of moves on from that. But yeah, I mean, revenge stories are very, very common. It's just kind of the way they're told, and I think this one was told fine. Like I said, the only thing I didn't really think they executed that well was Jubei's death. That felt like super pointless to me. But not enough to obviously ruin the game. It just, like I said, it just didn't seem like it needed to be there. But all in all, great game. Definitely would recommend it. I am excited to get it on PC when it comes out. I don't know if I'll delve into Legends mode when they release it. We might do a Legends mode stream when it comes out, but I don't know. I feel like I'd rather just wait to do all the Legends stuff when the PC version comes out. That'll probably be a year from now. Yeah, I mean, even in Brotherhood, when the Borgia have retaliation against Ezio, he's still just more interested in Cesare than the Pope, because, I mean, the Pope's family is actually the real threat to even the Pope himself. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's a good story, but it's nothing like revolutionary in terms of like the games in general. I do think the combat is definitely a step up, which is all I really want in sequels, is to get that similar experience from the previous game, but just expanded upon, like Arkham Asylum to Arkham City, or Shadow of Mordor to Shadow of War. It just like expands on all those gameplay mechanics that you loved about the previous one, and it does do that. So it's what I would want out of a sequel. Obviously, I really wanted a follow-up to Jin's story, but I don't think what we were given is bad. So I'm okay with that. It would still be cool if they circled back to Jin at some point. Because, I mean, there is a pretty decent amount of time in Jin's life that they can go back to. Which could be something they might do. I don't really know. Yeah, Mario died as well. Yeah, Ezio's story, it's like the revenge plot just kind of points him in the direction of becoming a master assassin. His story wildly evolves from there, though. Because he's got way more responsibility at that point. Am I in the same room where I recorded videos? Yeah. At my computer. Looks like that's the end of the credits, though. Skyrim is fine, though. We should be able to just jump into it. I still have to set up that stream, though, so I'll still be here to talk a little bit.
そうして俺は内なる怨霊を鎮めた。俺の物語の顛末だ。
I'm sure there's some post-game stuff.
でもまだ言ってないことがありそうだけど。
まあ一つや二つは。
I lied. I'm in a completely different house. I recorded in 2 different houses. Well, I stream in a house and then record in another house.
てめえが平和に暮らせる家も用意できた。
Oh, does this rewind?
そうだな。
6 months earlier. Okay, so this rewinds before she goes to the fortress.
その日はいつもと変わらぬ朝、風が背中を押して何かが起きる気がした。
Late blades on a stream. Blood and flies, so you can just manually cover her armor in blood. I feel like that happens dynamically all the time anyways. We also get a color scheme for the hat that matches, and the mask, we can already see it. Grass, oh, that other, okay. The stream one is platinum. I think the platinum one in Tsushima. I mean, I didn't even really use the Tsushima one either, but it had a crazier look to it. Alright. Yeah, the red and black does look kind of cool, though. We have some stuff that we still have to pick up at the dye merchants now. Wait for all my pop-ups. Construction plannings? No. My main job is soffit and siding. Well, siding, soffit, and fascia on houses. It's not really construction. It's like a material that goes on the walls of houses on the exterior. Track me down? I know, Alan, you keep telling me that. Guess we can grab the new saddles. Yeah, it's on my end. I'm dropping some network frames right now. These aren't bad looking saddles, actually. It'll just be a little laggy. I can't do anything about it. It's like a network thing. It should smooth itself out. But sometimes it takes longer than other times. Alright, here's that black one. Yeah, this network spike still hasn't sorted itself out. So it's still gonna be laggy. Sometimes it just happens around certain times in the afternoon. Sometimes it's only like a few minutes, a couple seconds, sometimes one mask. Yeah, I live in California. That one's kind of cool. I mean, all we're doing right now is just grabbing some cosmetics that we didn't get at these dye merchants. But it looks like it's recovering now. Man, they have a lot of colors. But I think we purchased everything now. There's the spider's mask. And the dragon's mask. I'm assuming we get Saito's mask as well. Actually, I don't think we do. He didn't have a mask anyways. So never mind. That should be all of our cosmetics.
取引しないか。どうだ。何を引き換える。元気でな。
ここには何もないから。
Yeah, I don't think we have anything left. I think that's it. Might be able to talk to Kiku. Wait, did she just permanently sleeping? I'm in Japan, California. Alright, there we go. I don't think there's anything else left. Because like I said, I double-checked the details that are around the map, and we missed that one that we did when we started. We have all of our trophies, which, I mean, is evident. We have the platinum. Platinum trophy actually looks kind of cool. Actually, I think Tsushima had a similar looking platinum. But alright, I mean, I have to... I'm still gonna be here for a little bit, because I gotta set up the Skyrim stream. So, still be just sitting here, but I gotta set that up in the meantime. This would have been a more appropriate time to go into my final thoughts, but we were kind of waiting on the credits. So I guess we can just talk about some other stuff. Which I don't have anything that's coming to mind right now, so that's perfect. I mean, is there any games anybody's excited for? That are coming out soon? Is there drums for Saito's Force or something me? New Lego Batman. That is also one. How many platinums do I have? I don't have many, considering PlayStation isn't my main platform. I have 29 total platinums. The good thing is playing God of War Ragnarok on the Steam version, if you sync your PlayStation account to it, you earn the trophies as well, so that'll eventually become a platinum. This I haven't platinum because it requires multiple playthroughs. There are some games I have to go back to. This I'll never platinum because I'm not going to play the PlayStation version anymore, especially since there's two different versions of it that don't share trophies. Some games don't even have platinums. Yeah, I'm also excited for the new Lego Batman. Give me one sec. What country you are in. Ninja Gaiden 4 does look good. I definitely want to play all the other ones before playing 4, though. Because I still have yet to do that. Apparently Resident Evil 0 might be getting a remake. I don't know why they're avoiding Code Veronica so much, because that's the one that's in the most need of a remake. But they just never want to do it, I guess. You scared to show your real country? You are I. We are all I. Trying to beat Ninja Gaiden Black is a pain in the ass, but still a fun experience. Yeah, isn't that? I feel like that's going to be the case for just all of them. Is 3 the easiest one? I don't know if I remember hearing 3 was the easiest Ninja Gaiden, but I don't remember. You know, WB might be... Yeah, WB is up for sale right now. Which, it sounds like WB is hoping to get purchased as a whole, rather than selling IPs separately. Which, I don't know how that's gonna... Damn, there is a massive spider right next to me right now. This thing's the size of a quarter. What the hell? There's rumors all the time, but the most recent one is that it was actually RE0 remake. Hey, what's going on, Sammy? Welcome back. Give me 1 sec. I gotta get rid of this spider. Alright. But yeah, Sammy, we actually finished Ghost of Yotei. We got our platinum. I don't think... the only other things we really have left on the game is charm level ups, but some of the charms you get way late game. So you have to, like, go out of your way to find ways to farm them. I'm assuming they'll probably do something with like hideouts though. But like I said, a lot of stuff I'll end up doing on the PC version again when it comes out. Don't worry about some of these other details later. Right now I'm setting up the stream for Skyrim, because we're going to be switching to that. So we're just chatting a little bit while I'm doing that. Finished Yotei sooner than I expected, but still decent amount of time, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I mean, I'm personally excited for the Mortal Kombat Legacy collection. Because I've always just been a long time Mortal Kombat fan. I've always sucked at the older Mortal Kombat games, though. Mainly because the AI is ridiculous on those games. It depends which version you're playing. The arcade versions are inherently more ridiculous because it's supposed to be... You're supposed to keep putting coins into the machine, so you're supposed to lose. They have, like, the input reading cranked up to, like, 99% whenever you reach the third fight. So you're just guaranteed to get messed up from it. I don't know if they actually have anything to change that. They've tried adding difficulties to the they had another arcade collection that they released. I can't remember when it was. I can't remember if it was like 2011 or 2013. But they had difficulty modes that you could select on there, but it was the same AI tuning as before, and it was the arcade version, so the game still got ridiculously difficult. The way you could like compensate for it is if you lose a few fights in a row, it reduces their difficulty back to whereas if it acts like the first fight, but it doesn't really maintain that. It'll shoot back up once you win again, so it's still not very balanced, I guess. Yeah, the microtransactions before loot boxes, essentially. That's kind of what arcade gaming was. Yeah, they'll definitely have to change Steve. Steve is he's such a goofy character. I mean, Code Veronica's vibe in general, even the villains are like cartoonishly evil villains. Hey, what's going on, Tiger? We're actually going to be switching to Skyrim in a few minutes because we 100%ed Yotei. Got our platinum. So we're just kind of chatting while I'm setting all of that up. Which I think everything is pretty much good to go now. I'll have to just switch around some chords though to switch it to my PC. But how did your birthday go, Tiger? A bird just landed on me. Sorry, I was just typing something. Was good. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you got that tattoo as well. Yeah, any other games? I mean, I'm looking forward to Legacy Collection. I mentioned this a few times. I don't know if I'm getting Legacy Collection on day one. Because it depends if they send me the key for having the collector's edition. Otherwise, I'll have to wait like a whole year. Actually, they changed the way the stream UI is. How do you actually edit details now? Everything's in a different spot. Here we go. Maybe it's in here. Yeah. It's in a different section now. Wolverine. That's another one. Yes. The Wolverine game. Definitely interested in seeing more with that. Alright. Everything is set up to migrate everybody to the next stream. Like I said, there'll be like a small delay before it starts. Oh, nice. Well, the tattoo looked like it turned out good. Yeah, the Wolverine game, another Sony one, which I'll probably end up getting on PlayStation. And then again on PC when it releases. I try not to do that. Like, I actually didn't do that with God of War Ragnarok, which is why it's my first time playing it on the channel. Because I didn't play it on PlayStation when it came out, I just decided to wait. Oh, X-Men Origins Wolverine? I highly recommend it. That game's insanely fun. And some of it can get a little repetitive with the way the combat plays, because you essentially end up doing a lot of the same things, but it's just a really good Wolverine game. But every game's kind of repetitive. Hurt a lot near the bottom. Yeah, I don't know if it's backwards compatible either. It does still work on PC, though, if you can find a physical, because I have my physical copy of the PC version. The only downside is you don't get the Arena DLC with it, which is just like a... It's not like an arena with progression. You can kind of just throw whatever enemy you want in it and fight them, or like a number of them to fight them. It's kind of just like a sandbox arena. But they never released it on PC. But the PC version uses Securom DRM, which still works on Windows 10 and above. So if you can get like an external disk drive, it would run it and install it. The only games you have to look out for, because there's a lot of misinformation with physical PC games not working on Windows 10, as long as it's not using Safe Disk DRM, it's usually okay. A lot of games did use Safe Disk DRM, so you do have to like look into that, but if it uses like Securom, which is the other popular one, it'll work. You might still need some patches for certain games to get them to run properly though, because they're just old, but the disks should still install, as long as it's not Safe Disk DRM. Unfortunately, a lot of the Activision Spider-Man games use Safe Disk DRM, but... So you would have to find other ways to run those on Windows 10 that we can't really talk about on YouTube. But as long as it's like Securom, you should be okay. Because I installed X-Men Origins Wolverine and can play it on my PC. It works fine. You might have to force VSync though, because it'll run at like a high frame rate and have a lot of screen tearing, but that's a usually easy fix. I'm trying to think what other games I have that still work. A lot of the Harry Potter games used Securom as well, so those actually worked out of the box. The Punisher video game uses Securom, so that works out of the box too, and that game's also really fun. That game was actually made by Volition. So, you can tell, too, when you play it. It feels kind of like Saints Row 2's gunplay. It even has, like, the human shield system that it looks straight ripped. Well, I guess Saints Row 2, it looks like it came from the Punisher. Very fun game. Actually, a good Punisher game, too. It has the dude who played him in the 2004, I think it was. Whatever his name is. Was it, like, Thomas Jane or something? I forgot. But he voices the Punisher in the game, which is kind of cool. The Wii versions of the Spider-Man games, how are those? I don't know if I ever saw the Wii version. I know the PS2 version of Web of Shadows is like a side-scroller, oddly enough. Because it's... The console version's like a well, 360 PS3 is like a full-fledged open world game. It's weird that they even went side-scroller with Web of Shadows, considering we had Spider-Man 2 on PS2 and Xbox, and that's full open world. So they had assets they could have reused for Web of Shadows, but I guess they just... It depends who they threw it to, I guess. They probably outsourced the hell out of it. The Piranha Pool, yeah. Yeah, it's the one thing that was always so weird about that Punisher game is whenever you would put them in, like, Interrogate, where you could use, like, a drill to get them to talk, or push them into a Piranha Pool for a little bit and pull them out to get information out of them. The one thing that never made any sense is when you would actually throw them in after they would tell you the information, the game was still coded to count that as a failure of interrogation. So in order to not get a deduction in points, you have to pull them out, then kill them. Then you would get positive points towards your score. But if you kill them during interrogation sequences after succeeding, it still negatively impacts you, even though you're killing them anyways afterwards. I think that was just like an error in the way they developed it, but I just always thought that the detail was really weird. You obviously don't take a huge hit to your points, but it still didn't make sense. Yeah, the nunchucks. Yeah, I never really played a lot of games on Wii, because my brother had the Wii. I usually just played, like, Wii Sports for a little bit. I'm trying to think if I played anything else. I did try some GameCube games on the Wii, but you obviously would need a controller for those, because the Wii could actually fully play GameCube games. It wasn't, like, emulated. It just had this hardware in it to run them. But alright, I am going to start switching everything over to the next stream. You guys don't have to do anything on your end, at least you shouldn't have to. I have it set to redirect everybody to the Skyrim stream, so it should just put everybody in there. It might take me a little bit, like a couple of minutes to get everything started, because I do have to switch some cords around. But, yeah, thanks to everybody who joined me on Ghost of Yotei. Very fun game, like I said. There were some story choices that I don't know why they did. Like, they didn't really make any sense. Mainly the Jubei one. But overall, solid game. Predictable revenge story, but a fun one. Good gameplay. Very good exploration. Great soundtrack. The world... Oh, that's another negative, I will say. The fact that you can't track side tales, and you don't have, like, a log where you can see everything you've done in terms of, like, mission names... That's like a little bit of a negative. I don't like when open world games do that, because if you're thinking you're missing something, it's very hard to figure out what it could be without retracing your steps. Tsushima kind of had that issue as well, but it's a little bit easier to figure out what you're missing in Tsushima over this game. But it's not impossible to do it, it's just a little bit more annoying to do it. But again, not a huge negative. Overall, definitely would recommend this game to anybody who has it on PlayStation or when it comes to PC. But yeah, super good game. We're not done streaming tonight. We'll be starting Skyrim tonight as well, which Skyrim's always a good time. I'm curious to try out some of the new mods I have installed, which we might have to tweak some of them while we're playing, because they do have, like, configuration menus. We'll see how it goes. I did create presets for some of them, so I can just load the presets without tweaking it for, like, a super long time. So we should be okay for the most part. There might just be some things here and there. But, yeah. Thanks again, everybody, and I'll see you in the Skyrim stream in a few minutes.